Guess what? It's chocolate time. Do now. Chocolate.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Now.
Hey!
It's that time again.
You know what I'm talking about.
Don't make me spell it
Out.
out.
Hey, yay, yay, yay.
I shot the whole squad.
Hey, what?
I shot the whole squad.
To here?
What's in my ear?
Yeah, leaves.
Are you okay, bro?
Trees growing up here.
Jeez, so much trees. Trees growing on my ear.
All the trees!
So,
So, to start,
Here we are.
everybody, let's set up our first shot.
yeah.
Welcome to the shot club.
Oh,
Hey,
hey.
it's CheZZa.
Feels
Beside me is,
TM.
and beside him, on his other side is,
M.O.L.I.T.T.L.E.S.
Why did the T and T and the LDS have no dots beside it?
You know Ariel.
and then the last guy over there in the corner.
It's David Solomon.
Oh, and don't forget our DJ.
Who that?
Oh, that in the background. That's
Oh, no, David. Glass, please.
David.
All right.
So,
okay.
it feels like we haven't been here for a week.
Yeah, sure.
That's it. That's how it feels.
They missed us. Yeah, Bylon didn't like your joke.
Warm it up.
My love didn't like it.
Warm it up, Jeff.
Well, yeah, we're here.
For the game to do.
So before we start, we start.
Yeah.
What is this first shot too?
Resilience.
Oh, right. We didn't.
No, he has to spin the wheel, bro.
I don't know if we have enough for that today.
Drink is gonna get no, but you can have a drink.
You gotta spin it to win it. And even when you win it, sometimes you lose it. You really win. How does that go?
Oh,
I didn't hear what
not sure what you said.
Sometimes when you win, you really lose. Sometimes when you lose, you really win. Sometimes when you think you win, you really
Is that what you did again?
don't lose or win.
Pardon?
You did it again?
Small things.
Alright, so none of this actually really happens.
We're ghosts.
There it goes.
Or mannequins. Which one?
Black man.
Mannequins.
Get higher,
I'm
baby.
lying right now. Can't see shit.
I'm lying. I'm flying. But yeah. This is Shot Club. Whoa, we see
Oh,
love on the
live now?
screen. We see love on the screen, and I can't see the love on the screen.
Hey!
So you know what I gotta do?
Love on the screen!
Gotta bring up this phone.
Who that? Renee!
You know.
Where do Renee?
Well, I'm not sure if it's a Renee or Renee Wilder.
That's Renee.
Wilder.
It's Renee.
Or is it Tafer?
Yeah.
Tafer. First shot to me. Oh, okay.
Okay, Renee, first shot to you.
First shot to Renee.
I thought you were saying yours.
Let me turn this down.
I
Shots
don't want
out.
drip on your drizzle on your hat.
Yeah, that was
Here we go. Sprinkle on your head top.
taking care of the timer.
Who's this?
That's a
We
very
haven't been formally introduced.
That's what we actually haven't have a name for that.
Saw that you missed the slaughter.
I did miss the slaughter because even when I was watching it, I didn't catch it.
It was bad.
it was clear on the mic. Straight stroke. I did.
It's unfortunate.
Hmm.
But things happen.
Yeah.
I might have a name for this one. Give me a sec.
All right, but while we're doing that, David, how was your week?
How was my
All right, let's get to the thesis.
Wow, that was
Okay, awesome.
anticlimactic.
Yeah. It was there.
Is it there?
Yeah.
I'm you this week,
Did you do anything this week?
which means you gotta talk about it.
No, it doesn't.
Just means you're prolonging the inevitable.
No, I didn't do it. I worked.
Did you go on any dates?
No. Ladies, I'm single.
David is single, and he's not on POF or
No.
Tinder
No.
or
Bumble.
Bumble. I was gonna
No.
say Grindr.
Is he?
David's not
I'm
on
not
Grindr.
sure.
He's not on Grindr.
Not a grinder at all.
Oh
No.
yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, he's single.
But he is?
If you're looking for a Mr. No Specs.
Mr. No lenses.
No lens, sorry. Yeah, no lenses.
No specs?
I said
No,
specs.
Mr.
Oh.
I guess no specs. Mr. No lenses.
Yeah.
With lenses now.
I'm grinder with no specs.
All right, so Mr. Morgan, how was your week?
I busy. I assume I'm fucking exhausted. I mean, oh yeah, I was in good old Winnipeg.
He travels so much.
You were in
he forgets that
Winnipeg.
He traveled.
Yes, you went to the
Is
Northern
it-
Touch Festival.
Is it
Right.
wiener? Is it wiener peg or winner?
Wiener. Wait, what? Winter.
Winter
It's winter peg.
Is winter peg? Winter peg, wiener peg, or win?
The peg.
Saw some of the clips.
Hey. So how was it?
Oh, it was dope. It was really cool, actually. I wasn't like, so they're in their third year, so it's a fairly new festival. It's smaller. It's a Canadian hip hop festival, so like we all know how small the Canadian hip hop scene is, and especially when it's like a division of that. Like it's not like it doesn't incorporate everyone in the scene. It's not like one of those. It's like it's a certain kind of division of that, and it's in Winnipeg, so it's like in the middle of the country.
Yeah.
But they're in an interesting spot because they're not on the west coast, but they're on the western part of Canada, so they have more of an affiliation there than they do here. And between us and Winnipeg, there's Sudbury and Winnipeg.
Yeah.
There's not much else, so they're interestingly positioned. But it was cool, man. Like the team it's a really small team. They work really hard. They had some really cool people come out. I really recommend it. Like honestly, I went. Fortunato was there. No, so I went out last minute because I was out in Europe with Shay, who is one of the organizers, and I was like last minute. I was like, I'm coming out. He's like, okay, we'll put you on the way.
Coming up.
I'm gonna.
You are that.
I just want to know.
And so Fortunato like saw my
No
post.
problems.
More money to go with it. So Fortunato saw my post that was coming out. He hit me up. He was supposed to be staying. They had this like baller ass Airbnb that he was sharing with I guess a guy from Newfoundland who bailed last night. He's like, "Do you have a place to stay at?" And I was like, "Not really."
Yeah.
So we ended up like I stayed there and we just hung out all weekend. So we got to share. We've been like similar circles for many years. And we obviously we've done like, events and stuff like that, but we never really like kicked it like that. And like I know you had like known him.
Yeah.
And
Very
Kawhi
well.
Leonard, that whole thing for years. So it was dope, man. It was really good. We had a lot of fun. We just fucking, and he's like us, man. We're one and the same. He like, I showed up. He fucking handed me a beer and poured me a shot of apple. Literally, as I walked into this condo, I was like, I think this is gonna work out.
Oh, that's when you do the shots. I saw that.
Yeah. That was the moment I arrived. And then like literally like the next morning we went had a night, whatever. First night. Next morning I woke up, he's like in his room like fixing his shit up. I come in, so he's like, man, we're gonna get along well. He's like, not many people would do that. I appreciate that.
It's the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
So no, it was a lot of fun, man. It was like I said, smaller, but a lot of those are cool because you really get to connect with people,
Right.
and everyone moves as a squad to each different different event. So you get to really form some bonds with people, and it's cool. It's just a lot of fun, and it's fucking Canada Day weekend, so people were like, there was so much going on. There was Paint the Peg festival that was also happening like right beside us. So this is shout out to Friday nights. My boy Eric there, who I linked up with, he's got a shop up there. They were part of sponsoring Paint the Peg. He's got a clothing store up there. Honestly, I had just a fucking fantastic time in Winnipeg. Never thought I'd spend Canada Day there, but I did. Like,
What was the ratio? Well, not ratio, but we all know more people are making music. There's a lot of people out there just to hear the music. There are more artists.
So it's very artist-centric as a festival, and as a place. Winnipeg is like has a lot of artists of different types. So definitely like industry-wise, there was a handful of people there, which was cool to connect with some of them. But it was like it's very like certain festivals like I kind of equate it similarly to New School Rules that was the first festival we did on the European tour. A lot of artists and we all just moved together and it's cool. We're all on the same level as far as that shit goes. But What's your question?
No, I was just more thinking of because so many people are making music. Like how many people are going out just to watch the festival, just to hear music being performed and whatnot.
Right. So it was downtown Winnipeg.
Okay.
So if you've ever been to Winnipeg, downtown Winnipeg is not it's not the
Watch your words, sir.
it's not the tourist destination necessarily. Like there's the Forks where Canada Week, so there's a lot of shit happening up there. There's a lot of people who spend a lot of their time downtown Winnipeg who were our audience and loved it. So that was cool. And then it was like everyone attending the festivals. They have a really dope outdoor stage called the Cube, which is right downtown. That looks just dope on camera. It looks amazing.
Right.
And so I mean it was just cool, man. And then there was 2 indoor venues. So the Cube there would be conferences during the day, and the whole afternoon and evening would be the Cube stage, and then in the nighttime there would be the two venues. So everyone was at the same shit. So everyone got to see everybody, which was cool. I don't know if that answers your question at all.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
So how was your week there? That guy?
Tracington.
GMTM.
Closure.
I think it's time to start calling me Treyway.
Treyway. No, it's Lil Treyway protein.
That's it.
We're never going to remember that.
Well, guess what? That's on you. Anyways.
When's your debut single dropping?
I don't have a beat for it yet. I don't pick trap beats, so
I'll find you.
No, you're right.
somebody else's.
No, nobody picks trap beats. They pick you.
Yeah, this week was about closure, man. I'm glad we got this whole Kawhi thing out the way. So, yeah, I'm good with it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get into more of that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about you.
But your week, outside of that, was that just your week? Why?
Yeah, pretty much.
Kawhi.
Pretty much. So, I mean, it's hard to avoid it all week because I watch a lot of YouTube. So my whole feed was ESPN. Oh, if Kawhi goes here, and I hear he's going here, and it's just like, you know what? Let him make his decision. He makes his decision. Cool. So
Okay.
now it's just I was picking up
So,
pieces.
with your closure, was this about more than just Kawhi?
Was there more closure than just Kawhi, or just
There were
Kawhi?
parallels.
Let's
There were parallels.
talk about it.
No, we're not. But I brought it up because
Hey!
I brought it up because
Go ahead, Zach Morris.
you just need to kind of make a decision and be cool with it.
I guess it makes
So what decision did you make?
I had to make a decision. I dealt with it.
Well, that's what life's about, really.
Be cool with it. Be
Making
cool with it.
decisions and living with
Because
consequences in the sense of whatever it is.
a lot of people online, are, especially from out here, are bitching about loyalty and this and that. It's just like, no. It's not a thing of loyalty. It's a business. You know what I'm saying? In this case, it's a business. If he wasn't a free agent and they had to deal him for whatever reason, they would have dealt it. It had nothing to do with loyalty. So please, Canadians, Torontonians.
Well, no, but
stop
it's
all
an
this.
interesting.
What up, Jackie?
We'll get into this some more.
We will.
CheZZa, how was your week?
Let's take your shot. What's their shot too? No.
To Kawhi. To Kawhi.
To Kawhi,
Just to Kawhi, man.
we'll do that the next one because we gotta.
Lost the turn. No shot for you.
Next time we're gonna get to it. Yeah.
All right, let's to Kawhi.
What's this too? Kawhi.
Kawhi, thank you for a championship.
Kawhi and Danny Green, man. To Kawhi and Danny Green.
Yeah, can't forget about Danny Green, though.
Yeah.
We got a ring, man. We got a check.
Also, he went to
3 more years.
the other LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which apparently you'll be a starter. I didn't think you would have, but
But see,
based on who they had on the team.
He's a champion.
did he not say, like, way early on, was like, I love Toronto, I'm staying regardless?
No.
No.
He said, I love Toronto, it's a cool place, but I'm waiting for Kawhi to make my decision. Because he wants
That's a
to
weird way to
he wants to run it back. And that's all he wants. He wants
If you Kawhi to be here, you run back.
he wants to run it back.
I'll say this. This is going to be the most interesting, like the first week of NBA. Oh, man.
Jurassic 5. These are the next.
Sorry, yo.
They're next up. They're coming up. And it hasn't been released yet.
The first week when they do the ring ceremony is probably going to be the most interesting in NBA history. Because unless they come back for that,
I think they'll have to do it when he plays here.
No, he'll get his ring. He will get his ring in. He will
In a
get his
Clippers
ring
game.
at a Clippers game.
okay,
Home
but
game.
you're going to
It's
get
in the
a
mail.
Clippers, you're going to get a Clipper, you're going to get
Laker.
a Laker, and then you're going to get the guys from Memphis.
Who've been dealt.
Yes,
Right. So they're all around the league.
that's what I'm
Right.
saying. There's so many people on
Also,
different teams that are going to be presented.
Masai has work to do, so members of this team might not be here either. Like Jeremy Lin for sure will not be.
Jeremy Lin doesn't actually get one.
No, he does.
Yeah.
But Jeremy Lin.
I think that
Down
5 would
Julius.
love to have.
But Jeremy Lin, like just talking about guys on the roster right now, there's like 3 guys on the roster who may not be on the roster for next year, right? So they won't even be here for a ring ceremony.
But this is what I'm saying. A lot of guys on different teams now are getting rings.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be interesting to see
This whole
how long that gets
Yeah.
spread out for
Yeah.
this whole season hasn't even started. This whole from now till next season, including next season, is a really interesting time in the fucking
Well-
NBA. The moves that have been made, the trades that have been made, is crazy.
The NBA already looks different. Completely.
Yeah, completely. Like that.
And the Raptors have, besides only signed 2 low-level free agents, right? And he might be dealing some major players away to clear cap space. So we might not even have some key guys in the team.
So that's okay. That's one point of it. Is some people are upset that he waited so long, saying we could have made some moves if he didn't keep
That's
this
his fault.
Yeah.
That's their fault.
He made a decision that worked for him.
Yeah.
He did what he needs to do for himself. And that's the great thing about the NBA today.
He didn't waste Raptors' time.
He didn't waste Raptors' time.
They're waiting to see if
Yeah.
they're going to allocate all this money to him.
Right.
So the longer he waited, they had to sit
I-
there and
I
wait.
was-
So
I was-
a lot of people that were signed, they had to sit there and wait.
I was
Like the money in the bank.
I was guaranteed that. It's probably guaranteed that. I don't think Masai's was looking to sign a lot of the guys that were rushing to sign anyways.
Right.
Like Boogie Cousins doesn't fit our lineup. There's a lot of guys that don't. There's a lot of guys that don't fit us right now, right? So why rush to try and get them?
What about Davis? Like the one Lakers signed?
Well, let's-
Anthony Davis.
And
Well,
Danny
we didn't ask
Green.
you how your week was. Though.
No, we're past that.
Oh yeah.
After you said it's on a whole other.
No, but
All
Anthony Davis.
weeks do not matter.
But Anthony Davis.
I tried early on to like shift it, and then it just kept going.
But Anthony Davis was. That's what he waited for. Kawhi pretty much played the Lakers this whole time.
Yeah.
Like he held off and pushed them back multiple times, switched meeting locations on them multiple times, right? Even up to the last minute, called them to delay the official signing of Anthony Davis, right? For him to make a decision, right? They told him to wait. He's pretty much telling them to wait until this came through, and then he said, "Fuck it."
Okay, so what can we talk about this fucking deal with fucking Paul George and fucking
Westbrook.
You said fucking 4 times.
I know. Because like I don't. The whole thing is like it didn't make any sense.
It doesn't make sense.
First of
Why
all,
would you do it?
Why would you or why
I
would you?
wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it.
Well, why would they even offer?
you
Why
had some.
would they offer?
Yeah.
They offered because if you tell the Clippers, the Raptors are looking at taking both Paul George and Russell Westbrook, right? They just want Paul George. So they're going to throw everything at them to get Paul George. The Clippers gave OKC 9 players
They got 5
for
picks.
1.
They got 5
They got
picks.
4 unprotected first-round picks. That means if Clippers get any number 1 picks at any point in time, snatch, right? They got 1 first-round protected pick, 2 second-round, 2 swap picks. So they swapped up 2 picks and 3 players for 1 guy. There's no way in hell we're matching.
So it was all just a.
They had more.
Yeah.
They had more
To get that. Because what were they going to give away? They wanted Siakam. They wanted Lowry. They wanted, I think, Gasol. They wanted picks.
And then 3 picks.
And they wanted like 3 or 4 picks, right? First of all, I don't want Russ over Kawhi.
Westbrook.
We don't want him
Right? Like I told a bunch of people on a bunch of message boards, Russell hasn't gone past the first round after Durant and all those guys left. He's never.
Words you.
Yeah, I know, man.
Like,
Wait, what's your name?
it's David Solomon.
I was like, wait a second.
No,
I recognize your rants.
yeah. No. Like, I don't want a guy who's never been past the first round.
And a guy that it's going to poison the
Yeah,
water.
and it just, I don't know.
I just watched
Just
Toy Story
Too
4.
much of a hog.
Someone poisoned the water hole. Literally just watched it.
We're gonna talk about that later. We'll talk about that.
That's
No, we're not going to talk about that because I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, all I have to say is, fuck Forky.
When grown
That
ass
was
men
strong.
are
That
so
That was
invested in a
strong.
cartoon, bro.
That was strong. You gonna be alright there?
Fuck Forky. Okay. Boom.
Okay.
Oh, bomb. It was Tan and Jackie said, "Hey y'all," what else earlier?
Yo, thank you to everybody joining
Oh,
in so
man.
far.
Yeah, we got
Appreciate it.
lost.
Okay, so
Sauce and sauce, you know.
yeah, lost and all that stuff. So would you have done would you give away Siakam?
No.
But that's the thing; it was never real.
It wasn't real, but if it was real, if Masai said yes, pull the trigger, would you
I'm not
give away
giving-
Siakam?
So if he said yes, pull the trigger, does that mean that it's gonna happen?
If he said yes, if there was an actual real
Yeah. Okay.
like whatever, would you? If you knew OKC was serious, would you pull the trigger on that trade?
I'm not dealing anybody on the upswing. Siakam's on the upswing.
Yeah.
He's got his best years. We haven't seen it yet.
Although I don't know,
They always say number like beyond.
potentially.
Bismack?
No, they dealt him.
They dealt
They
Bismack.
didn't
They didn't deal Bismack because
No.
because DeMar is not a team player. He's selfish.
He wouldn't give up
He wouldn't give up an extra. He wouldn't give up $5 million
over like
right
4 years.
over 4 years. He would give up $5 million over 4 years so Bismack can stay.
But check this: we hope and we think in the potential for Siakam.
Right.
No, his upswing. I'm gambling. Okay,
I'm playing devil's
Masai's
advocate here.
a gambling man. He's betting on Siakam.
But not. He's not. He's no fucking.
No, Paul George has it right now.
Yeah,
but he's only gonna have
on the way.
He's on the way down.
but-
Siakam, I'm betting on Siakam, the young player, most improved. He's only getting better.
I think we're yet to see if he's got the leadership skills.
It's not. You know what? You don't need to have
We don't
him.
need him in a leadership role.
He doesn't need to be a leadership role. He needs to be that.
We don't.
He's the
He needs to be that person that takes charge.
complementary piece.
Right? He needs to be the person that takes charge on the floor when you know like shit's right. Like when he's aggressive, right, on the court, you know,
But-
it opens up a lot for the game.
But
Right?
Lowry needs the yin to his yang.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
don't
if we're
think
gonna
that
have
that's-
Lowry too.
I don't think that's.
So Lowry's contract's up next year. So at the end of next year, Lowry's contract's up.
Okay, fine.
Right?
But this
So
year,
really
I
going
mean,
to the Clippers.
Lowry's.
Jake said, gang, ho.
Jake,
All that
brother.
what up, the Lord? I don't like.
Ship Lowry out. See, I don't know, man. People have been saying that for years.
You gotta
I don't.
no, but if you
I don't
gotta,
subscribe
if you're
to
gonna,
that.
if you're gonna shop him, you gotta shop him now.
Yeah.
Because his contract's up next year. We don't want to be in a situation where we
He
get
walks
nothing for him,
Yeah.
right? So if you're gonna shop him, you gotta shop him now, unless you know he's gonna stay.
Do you think he wants to stay?
Yeah.
I think he wants to stay.
I think he wants to stay.
He's put his fucking heart and soul into this team.
Yeah.
And that's why when everyone for the last year, people have been like, no, get rid of him. I've been like, no, man.
No.
For this.
I would say like you need.
Oh, wait, I gotta
Too
go.
late.
No, I'm getting it.
Double shot, loser.
I'm not good.
Pretty
You're late, bro.
much, this thing just either says yes or no to me.
Spin
Welcome to
it again. Spin it again.
Hey, double shot, loser.
That's a shot.
That's not what it said.
You're just gonna have to trust me, Vylon.
We're talking basketball here on the Shot Club. We're putting shots up.
Yeah.
What's the shot to?
Podcast.com.
Kyle Lowry, man.
NBA champions.
Out loud, bro.
We champ still.
No, I'm not mad at like in the direction where shit was happening before DeMar was here. Right? You could have easily traded DeMar and Kyle for improved players or whatever, a new dynamic. But at this point, the only reason why I would say to trade the shop Kyle is because we don't want his expiring contract to lapse and not get nothing for him.
Yeah.
Right? Especially like 2021 is the year that so many players have become available.
It's going to be another.
It's going to be another frenzy.
Class that's going
Right? And Giannis is one of them that I know Toronto's looking for. Yeah. Trace doesn't
I
think
don't know
he's
what's the call relationship with them.
But
Speaking of foreign affairs, ASAP Rocky was away overseas.
See, I did that? Segue.
Now,
He's too fast, too furious.
now, what's
So, what's the basis? What's the story?
I kind of know the background of the story. What's the background of this story?
Now, I don't think we fully know what led to this guy following ASAP Rocky. Right?
I heard he was following him for like half an hour or some shit.
Right. They said, okay, from what I heard, I don't know what you guys heard. I heard he was at a studio or something. There was a mic that was damaged, and this guy was trying to get him to pay for something.
Okay.
That's what I.
I honestly don't even know that much of the story.
Yeah. I just heard the guy was following for like an hour.
But I think it's kind of weird that ASAP Rocky, I think we can all agree he's doing well for himself.
Yeah.
If there was any damage, he could have the money.
That doesn't mean that he
no.
would, though.
No,
but that's also like, okay, shit, call the label, let them deal with it.
Right.
Right? Like, why are you following?
But he's
So
still.
then guy followed him and
He's following for like an hour, and ASAP and his crew was like
ASAP.
And
No,
turn-
ASAP. ASAP ragdolled this dude.
ASAP
What's
turned
not
around.
ASAP and his crew?
No, but
ASAP is the crew.
ASAP turned around and was like, "Yo, I'm not gonna fucking deal like whatever. I don't want to fight you, bro."
And
Like,
they're from New York. They're not
Yeah.
gonna like.
he's like, "I don't want to fight you. I'm not trying to go to jail with some stupid shit. Why you the fuck out of here?"
It
right?
looked like a wrestling
And
move.
he kept like following him, and ASAP's like, "Yo, fuck it," and just took him and
He flung him.
threw him.
He flung him like Braun Strowman.
And
If you don't know who Braun
You're gonna pull
Strowman
it
is,
up? CheZZa?
Yeah. But then what? Like that's. But where was it again?
Sweden. Now the Swedish police
Yeah.
the Swedish prosecutor is trying to have him stay there for another 2 weeks or so.
what's the
Well,
tactic
they
on
said that at the start,
Oh,
and that
they
was a week ago.
They still try to keep
Yeah.
it extended.
But what's the tactic in?
Okay, here we go.
What's the tactic in holding him for 2 weeks? Because that's a legal thing, right?
so this is the guy that followed him?
Yeah. What, Bala? Pause?
Let's switch. You're really gonna start swinging on him? It looked like the kid started swinging first.
Yeah.
I think that's like.
Yeah, because he's blocking, like security's blocking
Yeah.
him from. Why does security look like FaZe I Love?
He does.
So he hasn't gotten to work.
Let's face on.
Yo, the man has a blueprint in the back of his sweater. That's not hot.
So this little guy keeps following ASAP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, this kid he looks like he's
And
like.
He's talking to him calmly and shit.
Yeah.
See, he said he wants his headphones. Sorry, it wasn't a mic, it was headphones.
Yeah,
Go do this over a pair of headphones?
He said he wants his headphones.
What headphones?
Or,
Unless
went
you don't
flying.
have-
that's what I'm saying. I think
It's high fashion, bro. They sure got.
The man had
sure
mad
got
blueprints on it.
Sure
You didn't
got-
walk on, man.
well, we know who didn't put those blueprints on.
It wasn't that you.
Yeah, so they won't let it go, man. I don't know what these guys are thinking. They just dated Casamigos that they can't let go or something.
Security was like, yo, man,
Did I just leave you back there?
Talk to you?
What are you doing, man?
And this is just a homeless kid that's here? Is that
I'm sure it's 50
Oh, man. He put all his money into the freaking headphones.
No, that's probably a Kanye shirt.
Well, that's a Kanye shirt. Everyone else is trying to tell him to
It's
fuck
so
off.
unnecessary.
Oh, this guy's looking at a check, man.
Oh yeah.
This man, everyone,
Like hardcore.
He's
everyone telling this man to fuck off.
Yeah.
Even regular civilians, bro.
Yeah.
Tell him to stop following.
And this is who's filming. This looks like
One of
ASAP.
ASAP's people. One of ASAP's
Yeah.
people. Yeah. Probably ASAP's home or whatever.
So like, yeah, look, his boy's trying to stop him.
Is he on something?
They're just being dick. All right, so here's probably the fight.
Yeah, of course. That's what TMZ shows.
Oh,
This whole thing is TMZ.
No, the first part wasn't.
No.
No, this is.
This is
Oh, so he was talking to him. So he's just talking to him. So where's the
This
fight?
might be This might be early.
He shouldn't even put his hand on him like that though.
He's just talking to him. Now here's the fight.
Right,
Oh, yeah. Bro, that's
I'm not even mad at that.
yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
now.
no, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here now. You lucky. That's lucky. You're lucky. That's all you got though.
Yeah.
Yo, I must say this though. Shout out to ASAP because those socks are impeccable.
No, but shout
His
out,
socks are impeccable. And his sweater's
shout out
trash.
to the man for handling his own shit. Like,
Yeah.
He didn't leave it to the bodyguard.
No,
That's a lot of patience.
that's a lot of
That takes a
patience.
lot of
A
patience.
man following you around for an hour like that? That's ridiculous, man. Like honestly,
And then he's out.
that's a lot.
But
bro.
he was waiting for that contact. He was waiting
He was
for.
waiting for that. He's waiting to get his ass bust.
Yeah.
Like is he just like a stunt double, like a stunt man? Like
There's really
He'll get a check.
this.
I didn't know.
Because there's only
not everyone can get
that
the check,
footage.
bro.
It's,
That
you're right.
footage-
It's not the U.S. So you're right.
Everyone
But
gets the
Right
check.
now, he's in jail in Sweden
I know.
without looking at 6 years.
But
And they're really not going to play with him. Like, in
Yeah.
Sweden, they're not playing your whatever.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
you're
but
right.
like, they're
Sweden-
going to give him
yeah.
6 years. So
Yeah.
just for a dips,
Yeah.
he can get 6 years.
He
Okay,
can look
but
at,
what
he
is-
can,
what
he
is-
can, if he has a good lawyer, his lawyer can look at extradition and get him out of it. But
what are you supposed to do when somebody?
The Swedes are very. They're very fair in the sense that like it's not some corrupt country.
right.
That-
But that's hands down harassment.
Oh, yeah.
To continue to follow somebody.
Right.
There's got to be something in there, especially with the footage there. It's not even like he's just saying my word against yours.
And,
Like, we
and
have
footage.
footage of you constantly
And my
coming
own
back.
people had no problem filming.
Right. Yeah.
So
Filming and releasing. Right? So it's like I don't know, man. Like I hope ASAP doesn't get any shit for this, but
it's tough.
you know the way the society is. I don't know. He had footprints on his sweater.
Yeah.
You know, the man had good socks and a trash hoodie. I don't know.
I like those socks, man. Those socks are dope.
Who said like boot marks in the back of your
No,
sweater?
the company. What's the company name?
We don't know.
Don't tread on me, motherfucker.
It's live action. Maybe that's why the man thought he could walk all
Go
over.
walk all over. Bro, you got fucking boot marks in your back.
Don't tell me not to follow you.
Follow you, I fucking want to.
What is this? Is that for that?
Yeah.
Case?
That was the occasion.
This was also shout out to hashtag that guy.
Yeah.
You guys can't see it.
Well, the awards was just what,
Just
last week,
the-
right?
So what are these awards?
So
the NBA awards.
the
We had
NBA
a friendly bet.
it wasn't very friendly.
Oh,
Those
okay,
friends,
okay.
man.
No, you guys were talking about how Juan got an award.
Yeah, Juan got an award on the Walk of Fame in Forexville. Yeah. So for
We're
all
still
his,
gonna walk of fame?
Respect, bro.
so all
Respect that, man. I
He's
respect
walked that boulevard so many times.
Gee, I don't even know. Shout out
So-
Elmbank.
I was about to say the same thing, sir.
Shout out Elmbank.
so
But yeah, big
Juan-
shout out to Juan.
Juan got an award. So I wrote by, supported fam, had some poured up a little bit. I won. I got this from a friendly bet from that guy over there, Pure White. He thought James Harden was going to be an MVP
Yes.
over
I did.
Giannis.
I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
But this is before the season, and because a lot of people.
This is like before.
Hey!
It's like early, like
yeah,
months
this
before.
is like
Spinning.
yeah, this is mid-season. So
Okay.
Do it again.
Yeah.
That's how your hands fucking.
Wait.
Okay. An interesting aside: Giannis's name his Chinese name is like Alphabet Man because his last name's so long.
No.
Oh wait, I was waiting.
Double shot loser.
Now,
Double shot loser.
while we're talking about Chinese names, right? While we're talking about Chinese names, what do you think about dude who was drafted, the first Japanese guy who was drafted?
Oh, I didn't know. Well,
Why would he know?
Oh, like
Because he's Japanese and
Asian.
Chinese, Asian, Japanese, Asian.
Did you hear about the black guy who did something in the world?
Yes. Actually, we just watched it.
But was he
With
playing
the
like,
Chinese
was
Japanese
he
thing
playing
has been
pro
going on
over there?
for
He's playing in college over here. He's playing college in States.
Alright, so
There's
what's the
a
shot
guy
two?
in Ryerson apparently that's gonna be.
shout out to Giannis. Shout out to Wong.
It's a movie.
Shout out to Wong.
Yeah, okay.
It's a movie.
Another Japanese guy, right?
Asian something.
I remember my dad, when I was in high school, my dad moved to Japan. And like, it was the epitome of everyone was like, yo, I heard your dad was in China. It was just like, it's all the same.
Yeah.
It was all the same.
It's everything.
It's just Asia. Because those are the same countries, China and China. And they're
Oh, it's
so far from each other. Not physically, but China and Japan.
But mentally.
Yeah, they don't like each other very much.
Yeah.
I mean, historically,
Yeah.
politically,
And they're
Bloods
very
Crips?
different from each other.
quite.
Yo,
Yeah.
shout out to my boy Drew, who's like, yo, I would love to be in this discussion right now. The NBA is all over the place. Like, crazy. The NBA is crazy. Violence in the background. Okay.
Speaking of,
Speaking of black people, since you want to bring up black people,
I didn't bring up.
you actually did. You like, have you heard about the black person that did the thing? Did you hear about the black girl who became Ariel?
Okay.
I
I was trying to transition.
Transition game like, okay.
Black guy that did the thing. Yeah, the black girl that became Ariel and everyone's butthurt over.
So okay.
Doesn't make sense, but anyways, yeah. Go ahead.
So what happened with that?
So a black girl.
So they're doing live
She's
action.
beautiful.
They're making a live action Little Mermaid. And
Was live action?
yeah, so the one chosen to be Ariel is a black girl, which is, her name is Haley Bailey.
And
She's,
Haley Bailey's funny.
she's part of
Wouldn't it
two
be
sisters.
pronounced Ariel then?
Haley Bailey's fucking hilarious. It's a hilarious name.
That's trolling.
Hilarious
Haley
name.
Bailey
Haley
is trolling.
Bailey is a hilarious name. And I didn't know it was live action, which makes it even funnier for this butthurt.
So they're all crazy
Like,
about it.
it's so butthurt.
Yeah.
Because they, like,
But you put it, wasn't it? The ones that were saying "not my Ariel" are the same ones. Was it you? Or no, you commented. Who? Somebody else said that.
But
Are the same ones that saying "not my" and "not my," whatever, "not my" many times throughout history.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like-
they said the same thing with what's it called? Obama, not my president.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's
And it
just
goes way further back than that, but not my.
Yeah.
They're actually people who are trying to like scientifically prove that mermaids can't be black for some reason.
yeah. They said scientific.
Oh, yeah, because-
they're underwater.
Oh, yeah.
Their-
I've actually
the
read
sun hasn't
this.
hit them, and they're.
I've
so
actually
they have
read
no
that,
melanin or
and
whatever,
somebody
so they should be white.
and somebody made a comment that Superman can never be black. So can never be white.
Yeah, sure. No, Superman's supposed to be black. Like technically,
He's
his whole
actually
power
Moorish.
comes from the sun.
He's actually
So
Moorish.
is Jesus.
Well, there you go.
But Superman is actually Moorish.
There's actually a lot you can do.
His
with
name's
this guy.
Kal-El.
Kal-El.
He's
He's an
Moorish.
alien.
He's
an alien.
Moorish.
He's an alien.
And Moors are aliens.
Like he's just an alien.
Moors were aliens, apparently.
That's a whole.
I went to a more.
He
Do it!
He
Do
Homer
it!
Simpsoned it.
Do
He Homer
it!
Simpsoned it.
bathhouse.
You went to a Moor bathhouse?
Obviously not active.
Okay.
But in Spain, I went to a more bathhouse.
Right.
And paid great suits.
This guy drum rolled himself.
Now, who's going to transition from that?
Oh, I guess Ariel's done. Like, that's easy.
Like, honestly, though, how much things are you gonna be mad about?
Everything.
Like, okay, so they're
Double down.
they are literally mad about everything. So, how long ago did all these Caucasians say that they're not wearing Nikes and they're burning Nike shoes?
So I saw what's called meme.
How long ago was that though?
Nike shoes?
Yeah, how long was
Why
that?
were they burning it?
Because of Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, yeah. So
That was
it's
like a year and a half.
couple
That was
years
like
ago.
a year and a
They said
half.
two tops.
Not even a year.
No, when we
Yeah.
you made the memes.
Yeah.
It was like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now all of a sudden they forgot that they boycotted Nike and they're burning all these shoes, right? And they're mad that these Betsy Ross flag shoes aren't coming out. Have you seen that?
No.
So Nike dropped the shoe with the Betsy Ross flag, with the U.S. flag with the stars, the circular stars, and they dropped it. And Kaepernick's like, no, you know when that flag, what era that flag represents.
Yeah.
Why would you put that on a fucking shoe, right? Because they're trying to drop it for July 4th.
Right.
He's like, shut it down. Whatever, July 4th. Right? Whatever.
I truly is a Canadian way of saying it.
Right. And they pulled it, and now all these Caucasians are mad that they pulled this shoe for a company that boycotted. Yeah, the Caucasity, I tell you. The Caucasity.
Well, it's funny because I do some work with
With Caucasians.
no with some companies that use fur,
Okay.
and so I
How
run
often
into
are you
this
boycotting?
hypocrisy about anti-fur people.
Yeah.
And they get really upset about this shit, and like the whole thing is like they get just behind a cause and get blinded by it, and you don't even really know what you're talking about.
Right.
And you get a lot of fanatics and people who are just fucking crazy, and they just like to leech onto something.
Right.
And I think that goes with anything.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people behind all of these things, the supporters, are probably people who are just like, I found something that I can attach to,
Right.
and it'll give me an identity,
Right.
regardless of how much you really believe in it or have some sort of affiliation with it. But aside from all that, like a lot of these vegan things, and I've been talking about these a lot. It's like these vegan things, like you're using plastic, to create vegan leather and stuff,
Right.
and you're like harming people and the earth more than
You are.
animals.
Yeah.
That a lot of these companies source humanely sourcing fur and
I'm
animals.
not surprised by that.
Like
Because-
mushroom
because-
leather. Mushroom leather
because-
process is not a healthy process to make mushroom leather. But it's something that they wear, and it's like, do you know what you're doing to the environment? Like a lot of people have stopped eating meat because of how mass-produced shit is, right?
Health-wise, fine. Mass-produce anything tends to create
So,
problems,
yeah.
and I get that.
But when you're mad at what other people are doing, like just focus on you for a second. Just a little bit. Like
The synthetic fur,
Yeah.
like I have a North Face with synthetic fur. That stuff kills way more than the amount of animals that die from making the real fur cannabis or fucking. I almost was like you're like. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
You might want to
synthetic
slow your
plastic.
roll there, Mo.
You know what happened when Oprah went against the beef industry? So talk about them geese. Oh, talking about geese, Denver, Colorado's decided to eat them. Canadian geese because of their population.
That's
So they
No,
decided to eat
they're
them.
fucking a fucking annoying fucking geese though.
Bro, they have more. You know what's funny? Geese and raccoons have more rights than we do up here.
Geese are thugs.
Geese and raccoons.
Yeah.
You know you can't remove a raccoon from your home, right?
They're thugs.
So if a raccoon steps on your balcony, you can't remove it. You can't touch it. You can't even call animal control to remove it. They will not remove it.
So they have more rights than black people,
They really do.
and often you call it racist.
Well, guess what? The black people, they end up on your balcony. You can probably kill them.
Yeah, in
It's still
Florida,
going.
you can.
Stand your ground.
The raccoons, nah.
Yeah.
We don't want to kill them.
No, not allowed. You're not allowed. Like my friend, she had, and I told her she saw a raccoon. I looked at the raccoon. I'm like, it looks like a female. Get rid of it, right? Like scare it away. Go out there, bang shit, throw shit
I'm
around.
not afraid
right?
of shit.
No, they are actually, and get rid of it, right? So make it a hostile place so it doesn't come back. Like fill up water balloons with hot sauce and shit, start throwing it at it. Get the fuck out of there, right? She's like, no, it's just looking for a space to whatever. I'm like, it's coming back.
No,
okay?
yeah.
So it left, came back maybe weeks later, and she's looking on her balcony and she sees her patio furniture cushions moving. She sent me a video. She goes, "What's this?" I go, "Guarantee those fucking raccoon babies." Someone didn't listen to me, right? And now she had a family of raccoons on her balcony. She called me animal control.
Hey! And that's what they did.
And animal control like, hey,
Hey!
you got a family of raccoons.
And now it costs 10
Congratulations.
times as much to get removed.
Congratulations, we can't remove them.
Yeah.
She had to call like around for a company willing to, and she paid so much money to get rid of them. Fucking ridiculous. But I like your point. Black people, raccoons, same name. Fucking,
That's most.
Oh, that's most?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's for you, sir.
You would, I think.
Spin it.
Yeah, man. I think start with the music. I was like, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Is that on Have a Shot?
Have a shot.
Have a shot.
Have a shot.
You can pull that back though, you know. Mr. Windley, you can pull that one back.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this one to Arrested Development because
They do not get enough props.
they do not get enough props.
Have you, what?
Fun fact.
I like fun facts.
Fun fact. I tear up a little when Tennessee comes on.
Mm.
Because as a kid, I never really listened to the lyrics.
Okay.
Because that song is a prayer.
Yeah.
Crazy. But
This one.
You know
gets
what's
me a
crazy
little
is they somehow sat in there amongst the Dance Mix 93 and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the shit that was
Yeah,
out there,
yeah.
and then you have.
Yeah.
I know this because of fucking that,
It's true. Like all
genre
that stuff
of
was
like,
pushing.
Yeah.
and it's weird. It just sat in there like this song forever.
What was it? 5 years?
93.
No. Like
5 years.
4 months. 4 months. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like the time it took them to create this fucking amazing project.
To going against the grain.
Sam.
Because that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
Sam.
Here we go. And every member of Arrested Development is dope as hell.
Sorry.
Like you can reach out to any one of them and they'll hit you back.
Sorry, you caused this, sir.
Every day we
Every
go out to
single
guests, we should have a little 2-minute dance party.
Are you saying we should bring the robot back?
Oh, dude, I've been up and looking at the screen.
Wait, why isn't everybody doing it?
I'm doing the statue.
Civilized?
Is this the Michael?
that's
David.
that's the
You know what's funny?
that's the thinker. That's the
You know what's
thinker.
funny? You know what's funny?
That's the thinker.
You know what's funny? They actually do the robot breaks.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
What block is that?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
might
so
have talked about that. You're from Brampton.
What block is that, bro?
I'm from Brexit. So
I've been
Let me know.
at ABC court more than
If
you
you were
were,
Brampton,
bro.
I could just look at you, you know.
No. You know what you do know?
No, I've been on ABC.
You're more
Listen,
confused.
I've been in ABC
Stop
courts
it.
a lot, almost the same amount of time I've been in Brampton. So, like, tell me where you at?
Okay, but when I was going through
It's a lot of breathing.
when I was going through the whole APK thing, this man's thing was like, born in Calgary, moved to Brampton, we started music, adopted by Rexdale, moved to you had like literally like 5 years.
Oh, the bio?
Yeah, it's just
He
like,
was on some Jordell shit.
but it was like,
Yeah.
I was like, but it all flowed. But I was just like, man's got like more than me. Like I don't know how much. Like,
Here's something I want to know, since we don't really have a whole lot of topics. To be clear, everything that we
Go on.
Yeah, go on.
what is everybody listening to that's come out
Sorry,
recently?
before you start. Are we going to do a cipher? All right, keep on.
Let's just hash it out. Let's have fun today.
It doesn't matter to me.
yeah, no gas. I like this. We back.
We actually
sometimes
haven't
we're on
done
the
this
guest.
in a
Like,
while.
oh, what are we?
Yeah.
What are we?
There's
It's like when you're like alone with your wife. You're like,
with your wife.
He's not talking about me. He's not
I
talking
don't know, man.
I love that time.
It's
I
like
love that time.
want to give a sound effect for that?
I like that one.
CheZZa's like, I love the time.
But a lot of music has come out in the last like 2 weeks. What's something that's come out?
China
Return of the Dreamers
China Man.
3.
I haven't checked it out.
Shit is crazy.
Also, I sent the video. Did you guys see that?
I see part of it. I haven't seen all of it. Or the
I sent it in the group chat.
Revenge?
The
Room chat?
The group chat.
group chat.
Who's getting married?
Well, he.
He dropping
Most dropping hits that we're not hitting.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Also, by the way,
Should I knock on the wall?
That's the man.
he was not here when we got here. Anyways, no, I sent they had a documentary
Dreamville.
of them recording all of that.
Yeah.
I said
No,
that-
I haven't watched it yet.
So watch that.
I watched
That's
part
pretty
of it.
good.
But I did finally watch the Woo Dog.
How's that?
Yeah.
You guys haven't watched it yet?
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I can't find it on
On Hulu.
Netflix.
It's on Crave.
It's on
Oh.
Crave?
Yeah.
I thought it was on Hulu.
I'm sure it is.
And
They do everything on Hulu.
Mark and
Well, no, but what I showed you on Hulu was the
right,
Wu-Tang
that's on
TV
Hulu.
show.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
what
it's cool though, man. It's just because you were there
Yeah.
for the whole thing and you like hear the shit was.
It was sad seeing ODB like get out of jail and be like, "How we
Yeah.
still on records, man? Rich yet?" Like
Yeah.
that broke my heart. But they were a mystery to me for like ever, and this was the
Well,
most.
there was a whole period where you're like, I don't really know what's going on,
Right.
and they all let it out, and they're all there together, and they all let everything go.
I like the format. Nobody's ever done that, where it's all of them
Yeah.
in a theater
Yeah.
watching. That
Right.
was brilliant. Shout out to Sasha Jenkins. Sasha Jenkins directed it.
Sasha Grey.
Shout out to Sasha Jenkins. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was Sasha Jenkins that did it, and I know Ralph McDaniels had something to do with some of the footage.
I think it's Ralph. Wake up.
Anyways, if we get to a more serious topic,
No,
what is everybody listening to?
I'm not listening to anything, to be honest with you.
So there's this new EP that is about to drop. Emma Little's and Drew. It's a 3-song EP.
Okay. Is it crazy?
It really is, bro.
Have you recorded your verses yet?
Yes.
No, that's the key.
Yes.
Well, you did play some of the beats after.
I played the beats with his raw hook on it.
That sounded really dope.
So till the morning, we're shooting.
For the morning.
Did you guys have to shoot part of that overseas?
We did. We shot that on the boat in the French Riviera.
He was on a boat!
In the French Riviera. We had to do
Done
it.
on them.
Till the morning is the first single. It's just a summer jam. We have to put it out immediately. Second single, Tables Turn. I got a stitch on it.
Nice.
Shooting a video. I'm shooting like 4 or 5 videos in the next like 2 weeks. Literally, it's gonna be like.
Look at Emo Little's back on his
Oh, yeah,
fucking
By the way,
shit.
if you didn't know I'm back.
It's been a minute, but he's back.
Yeah.
Yo, this man works, he works. So.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
So yeah,
When's
and
that
then-
dropping? Or no dates yet?
No dates. Yeah, we're literally putting together the whole marketing plan now. But single till the morning is gonna drop within the next. I guess I'll say month, but I mean, like within the summer. It's a summer jam. It has to come out.
Right.
The project itself will probably drop early fall. We got 3 joints. We might work on some more, but we did those one time, so they all got the same vibe.
Right.
So we're just putting that out as a project.
Nice.
So shout out to Drew.
That's true.
We're just trying to foster some grants right now.
Y'all can't see where the reference is. But yeah. David, have you been listening to anything recently?
No. I have not been listening to any projects.
Check.
Just new like Canadian music because of the playlist. That's mostly what I was.
What
Where-
playlist is that, Ed?
Iceberg Society has 2 different playlists. There's the Icebreakers, which highlight Canadian artists all over. There's new songs.
The other one.
And the other one, 70 Live, which only highlights people in the 705 area.
Probably has a song called
That's-
Layup on it that just came out with Ronan, Crypt, and Emma Littles.
There's that.
It's actually produced by Jordell. He was on the show a couple weeks ago.
That sounds like
It's a
some
really
7
dope track.
OGs.
Yeah.
It's
It's a very February song.
Now
Very
CheZZa
dope.
posted something in his story the other day that I like. Now I need to know what sparked that.
Oh, it's just a song I was listening to. It's actually one of the songs I added to the playlist. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
But it's
Talk
like,
about that.
it's just
'Cause that's
annoying.
like a really sweeping statement.
But it's like,
It's hard to say.
Because
It's
his
like-
statement was, if you
That statement.
if you drop the N-word, and is it for like no reason or just at all?
Like no reason. It was just like no reason.
Like you drop the N-word for like no reason.
I think you're talking about when you just like the
Context.
beats bang, you're like,
That's within context of the song, right?
No, but it's different. Like, okay, first and foremost, it wasn't someone who was black. So
so
it
is
went through the
this
thing.
did they make the 705 playlist?
No, I'm not going any further. But anyway,
Wow.
so
Wow.
it's like I don't get the new generation's like whole obsession with saying nigga. Like if you're not black, like why?
Is it cool?
I wish you'd done a Vince McMahon curtain call.
Can we have can we do a separate whether
Where he broke kayfabe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
whether it's Shot Club or whether it is, I know you do 10 other podcasts. So on one of them, can we talk about that? From like
Can we get a panel? Can
One
we get
side-
a whole panel?
yeah, from one side and from the other. Because it's a trickle down effect.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it went from being a word that was used as recognition. Well,
No,
It
it started
started
from the
from-
very beginning.
yeah, okay.
Actually, I have an assumption, whatever, of how it began.
Well, yeah, and we can get
It
into
had
all
to do
that.
with like
But
it's
okay.
it's real basic. Spanish people, what's black in Spanish? Negro.
Yeah.
Picture an American trying to say that.
No.
They will go nigga. They go nigga because they can't do
Right.
the R and they can't
Like-
pronounce it the
like-
same way.
Oh,
So,
Right.
so I believe it pretty much nigga came from them trying to say nigga.
Exactly what it was.
So truly, all they're doing is calling you black.
Exactly what it
Calling
was.
you nigga.
But
But
the way it's said,
Right.
so we
it's
that's
just
why I
that hate
say
behind what they say.
this is why I say when you call me black, which I'm not, you would never have called me nigger. Right? So if they've never called me black, which they didn't until the 16th century,
Yeah.
right? I would never been called nigger. So don't call me black,
Call me black.
right?
it
Because
sounds like a song. that sounds like a song we can find somewhere. Would you be able to?
I think it's on Spotify.
Oh.
It's like Don't Call Me by
Don't Call Me.
CheZZa, yeah.
by the CheZZa guy,
CheZZa.
who says it like
It's a double
what?
album,
He
right?
says it like 77 times or something like that.
So just text.
Just
Don't call me, just text me.
Yo! So I can go free for all. Text me, right?
Actually,
Everyone
the
can say
same
it
on the
freely
actual
in text.
news
Like,
project
ah!
I have come out, the 702 project, I have a song say to my face where it's like, you can't say it to my face, don't bother saying it.
Yeah.
So
Yo, could you imagine though?
it's the part 2.
Yo, could you imagine though if you get a text from Mo that
That was
says,
just-
"What up?"
Hey.
I'm the only one. Like, hey, how you doing? But it was like only
That was just
What up? Hey.
they all have the same premature
yeah.
regulation.
That was good.
So yeah, here's what
So
you're
the trickle down, whatever it is, I don't know. I don't even know. We'd have to trace it back to
What
blacks.
the motivation is.
No, but Spanish, Chinese, Asian,
Everything.
brown, Indian, Pakistan, whatever you want to call it. And now it's down to white.
Right.
Native is in there, indigenous is in there.
Yeah.
Now it's down. Now it's trickled down so far. The white people feel that they can say it.
But they've always
Awesome.
felt that they can.
But no,
That's
but,
fucking
but
weird
it's a,
shit. When did this happen?
it's a different
Fuck
thing.
that.
It's okay. It's a different thing when it's street talk.
Right.
Then when you're using it, it's all in how you use it,
There's also.
Actually,
and that's a whole
let's do
other
this shot.
conversation.
I thought you said.
What's this shot to? No, it's off. It went
To
off.
respect.
Neighborly love.
To respect.
yeah, spin
To
it.
respect.
It's a proper
Let the
information
man
and
spin.
respect.
Have a shot.
You think I bought this game or something?
It's weighted back there.
And shout out to everybody that's been joining us. Shout out to everybody that's been joining us live. We appreciate you. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified.
Alright, what's your shot to?
Respect.
No, this shot is to DJ Milo. He's just dropping. Wow.
Look what he does when he
Oh,
when he doubles that loser.
So yeah, continue what you're saying. The trickle down effect.
I'm saying it's down to where Caucasians now.
In the street, but I'm talking about street shit. I'm talking about a lot of these different ethnicities and background.
Right. How many shots is that?
Have felt, I don't know, quite a few.
I think this is the first time you've ever been like lisped because of the shots. The ethnicity. Even with a lisp, I said it was dumb.
No, but okay. So all these other races, there's derogatory terms for every fucking race.
Yeah,
Why don't you use your own?
But here's the problem.
Like, why you gotta default to the N word?
Here's the problem.
You know, I call you honky cracker all the time.
And when family first started, we would be like,
Wait,
like crazy.
Wait, please rewind. Say that again?
Honky cracker. I say it because I get.
I used to
Because I'm a
joke
honky cracker.
with my boys in Montreal
But that's what like
that buddy is the sort of equivalent. So when I would be like,
don't
hey,
worry.
what's up, buddy? They'd be
Don't
like,
worry.
whoa.
Yeah.
Not in that
Don't
same way.
call me
Not
buddy.
in that same way.
Not that same way.
Don't
call
call me
me like
buddy.
buddy. Buddy's the equivalent.
Okay,
Buddy
buddy.
equivalent. Or people be like, hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
And then I call them, I'd be like, hey, what's up, buddy? And like, guys, and he's like,
But here's
That's it.
here's where I think that applies, and I think with what Vylon said with you is you have a lot of black people that will co-sign white people in their neighborhood to say that,
exactly, yeah.
and that happens a
Well,
lot.
and that's the street shit I'm talking about. And that's why
Right.
it's trickled down, and now nobody's checking.
Nobody checking those. Like,
My survey's a great example.
who watches Six Buzz? Who follows Six Buzz?
Here and there.
Okay,
Six
yeah,
Buzz
Six
keeps
Buzz,
posting this fucking girl named Debbie.
The one that said she's Somali.
She said she's Somali, and she also in that same video said Molly gang mine, and nobody checked her in her throat.
Nobody.
Like,
But like, it's funny.
ah,
Yeah,
Like-
because the reaction you get is a funny response. So once you can sway people with humor or some sort of emotion, they're given.
I'm done. I'm done.
It's just going.
I'm done.
It's on a roll, man.
I'm done.
It's on a roll.
But if you guys can't hear this
Y'all probably
shit,
can't even hear.
why long is
Yeah.
fucking killing it back here,
No, man, turn it up. Turn it up.
You're good. You're good.
bro. Bro.
Let's
Oh my God.
not get cut off.
Wow. Okay,
but
my
yeah.
logins on a fucking tear right now.
No, as long as you can trigger an emotion with people, you can get a lie from them. That's why a lot of people, when they co-sign people, or they say, or they forgive people.
Or they're scared to call.
Say
people.
No, I don't think it's.
They didn't know
I
that
don't think it's afraid.
some people are
Yeah.
scared to call people out.
I think people. No, for the most part, I think people say, "I like that person
No, but
because I like that person." That's
in this day and age, though, people are
Yeah.
scared
No, you just
to
push
call
everything
people out
into
on
it.
their shit. So usually, like our generation, would be like, "Yo,
This is me right now.
the fuck are you doing?"
you know what's
Right?
funny. I think it was Lord Jamar that was talking about it. He was talking about the not dealing with race.
Okay.
He was talking about either the Nation of Islam or 5%.
5%.
And what it was when people would wear certain garb, it would show that you're a part of the 5% medallions or whatever.
Yeah.
An elder would walk up on them and say, "What's today's mathematics?"
Right.
And if you didn't know it,
Get that snatched.
it would get snatched off. Depending on how you responded, you might get beat up. You might get a couple guys come over and stomp you out.
And Molly
Because
walked
of
your
that.
ass. Yeah.
There's not enough people checking people and saying, "What's the deal? What's going on with that? Why are you not?" Because everybody's accepting of it. There's nobody that's stepping to them saying, "Hey, what gives you the right to do that?"
So maybe we should just start
Molly walking people.
just checking people. As a.
But when you start checking people in this generation, you're a hater.
No.
No, but somebody has
No,
to
with the legit, like with a legit objective and legit boundaries, and
code.
yeah,
Code.
and with a code.
What code? They don't.
And it's got to be a code that
But
people
because they don't know.
You can only use the derogatory term for your own race.
But here's the thing though. Like forget just outside of
But people don't know.
outside of just that. Like this. Like I said it a few times. This generation
Just not sweet.
has like literally no code. Just take the parade, right?
The private.
The Raptors parade,
Okay.
right? They brought guns to the parade. our generation, older generations than mine, right? There was a day that day.
You had 2 million people there.
No. But that day, a day like that, real heads.
Yeah.
No, I don't care if I see you and I don't fucking like
There's
you.
always
That
some
day.
fuckboys.
No,
2 million people.
No, but I'm saying like on
but
that day,
there's-
it would be like a rule. Like you don't shoot at a church. You don't, no shots on
No
Sundays.
kids.
No
no
kids.
kids,
No
no
parks. No women.
Yeah, that's some
But
right.
when I was in
That's
high
some
school,
old head shit.
they were
That's some
shooting
old
up
head
Carabana.
Yeah.
Like every year.
Carabana's on a time of peace though, bro.
No,
It wasn't
no,
a- it wasn't
it's a
a-
party. It's a party.
It wasn't a time of peace though.
That's some.
That's
supposed
like,
to be.
but this
But
celebration,
somebody always
but
shoots
it's
it
the
up.
parade of the Raptors win is a victory celebration for the city.
Okay, here's.
That's some old head shit though. You can't
But
apply that.
Remember,
But
here's the thing.
somebody
Old
has.
heads, old
That
heads
has
used
to be.
to.
That has to be some.
Carabana, they fire blanks off on the floats.
But old heads used to pass down
Fine.
wisdom, and now they don't pass
But
shit
you
down.
have to
anymore.
adapt.
Check it out.
You have to adapt.
Check it out.
What's going on right now?
Check it out. When I was in Elmbank, there was a huge ass fight.
Wait, where's that?
Check it out, bro.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay.
Stop it. Please, this is.
He's like,
this
"Yo,
whole-
can you
this-
stop
this-
encouraging him?"
this whole- yeah. No, but there was a fight on school grounds. That fight eventually left school grounds and went to Doomstown.
Right.
I went to Doomstown to see this fight because the whole school was there.
Right.
A good friend of mine.
A couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
A good friend of mine who lived there.
Yeah.
He's like, I know you. You're a friend of mine.
Don't be here.
You don't belong here. And he only said certain words that we understood. He said, you gotta go. Like now it's something different. Yeah, I did. Because I respect it. And I respect his area. There has to be a point where there's people who are enforcing things to people who are there that shouldn't be there to let them know. It's not a thing of, I don't care about you. I care about you because I'm telling you, step off. Go that way.
Yeah.
This doesn't involve you.
Step
You know what I'm
up.
saying? Like,
Just step up.
you're not a battle rap fan. But there is in battle rap, and this was from an elder in battle rap, enforcing something that another guy from another coast called what they call it. It's kind of like protected business in wrestling. It was kind of like they had a term for it.
Right.
Kind of like respect business, but it's here's what's happening. This happened. We can't let that happen. So when this happens, you have to be checked for it.
Yeah.
Well, this
And I'm putting you on notice. And because I'm putting you on notice, I'm expecting everybody else who respects the code to put you on notice.
Right.
So there's some sort of
and for you to pay that forward.
yes. So there has to be a code of respect. So when you say people don't respect that, there has to be people that they respect that eventually comes back to them.
But if
There's a
nobody-
full circle.
If nobody does it, because there's literally there's a standoffishness and a fear that to not check people.
Yeah. Hey!
So if you don't do it, then nobody else will do it.
Right.
And that's what's happened.
Yeah.
So it might take
It's gonna take a while.
it might take, and it's not going to be a single man, but it might take like
It's gonna take a while.
a movement of like, yo, we don't
We that shit.
accept this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To take other people to be like, you're right, I fuck with that, I rock with that. Like, because people are sheep. And like,
Yeah, they are.
not in any like
100%.
disrespectful way, but
No,
like,
disrespectful.
we've all been in that
it's just going
situation
with
where
the
you're
flow.
like,
Bro, so
I don't feel right about that, but like,
I said, 2 million plus
Throw the sound
people,
effect.
right? 2 million plus people down the parade, right? We're down.
Let's get the shot.
There's a last shot.
So 2 million plus people down the parade.
Can I get
Talk
a
about
witness?
people and not wanting to check you on sheep, right? There's a dude.
I mean,
There's
Spin it.
I mean, yeah.
Spin it. Oh.
there's a dude that was sitting there at 2 different spots sparking up his crack fight, right?
What's the crack?
Right, but
Hey,
he's
Johnny.
around the crowd of kids. I understand that, but I had to walk up to the man like, do me a favor. The parade isn't happening 3 blocks away. Go down the street. Don't fucking smoke up no shit around no kids. Go down the fucking street. And he moved down from where he was and down the corner, right? And I'm walking down. I left my family, went to go get water and shit, and I see him again. He's still too fucking close.
Yeah.
I go, bro, 2 more blocks, bro.
That way.
And I stood there until he walked the 2 blocks. Other people look at me like, "The fuck's your problem?" I go, "Man smoking crack around your fucking kids. You don't have a fucking problem with that?"
Yeah.
Open your mouth and tell the man to move. Don't have to be a bully. Just respectfully
You
tell him to
have
go
to,
somewhere.
you have to be able to stand for something, and that's the problem. We've gotten to a point where,
For something.
we've gotten to a point where it's like everybody has an opinion, and the opinion now is like some sort of it's not fact, right? But if you have something where
trend-based.
if you have something where it's like kids are within the vicinity of some guy smoking crack in the middle of the day, somebody has to stand up and say no. B, you do what you do. Go that way.
You know what I mean? Like this little kid's sitting there inhaling the shit that you're sparking up. I'm sorry, man. I got a problem with that. Right? My kid or not, I got a problem with that. So you can go do what you want down the street. Just please walk this way. If you want to walk, you have a conversation.
No, they
But
can
not
check
gonna do
you, but you're not allowed to check in.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah. People can check me, but I can't check it.
All right. So what's his last shot to?
Crack, obviously.
To
Standing for something. Whether or not you're the only
That part.
person standing.
That part.
to code.
It's a code.
Oh, word.
Code word.
Mountain Dew Code Red?
It's a code word.
Shots up.
Code Red?
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a
So,
show.
that's pretty cool.
Like, share,
Emma Little wants to spit.
since he's back.
Emma Little's is back. Emma Little is
he
Little
said no
is
to
back.
No, we didn't say anything about Cypher.
I said no to Cypher.
We said no. We said no Cypher.
We didn't say anything about-
you.
Right, well, you spit. Emma Little said he's back and now he's not rapping.
Like,
Come on, give us a beat.
share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified.
Bing, bing, bing,
We'll
bing.
be back next week. Thank you for all your support. And don't forget to pick up the merch because we got merch. Thank you. Casual Fan Wednesday. Being here.
CheZZa fell asleep last week, so. You know what this reminds me of? One of our guests that I wasn't here for.
You'll never met a nigga like me. Yes, I said a nigga. I don't give a F, big CK. I don't what these people want to say. Yo, I do this all day. Yo, they call me just a great soul. Let me call 1, 2. Let me bust a 1, 2. I can give a fuck anything that you want to do. I freestyle and I get it through. I don't know about you, but I do what I did. And that is, and yes, I am not kidding. These people really think that they can live, but I get it more than they can want. I don't even front, cause I am the one that is fucking all the blunts. Yes, let me all stop, cause I don't even know where I'm gonna drop. So, yeah, it's the real hip hop, and yeah, no one else wanna drop. Gotta say something. Emma rap something.
You already
Before
going.
Ariel goes off top of his domain, say something. Yeah, DJ, scratch it up. Scratch it up. Scratch it up, motherfucker!
We all just been here.
We was just taking a track.
We out, baby!
Peace.